Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to talk about writing small numbers in scientific notation. So let's get to it. So some of the things that we do is not only how much money somebody or one company might buy another one for, and it can get in very large numbers. We can also talk about the extremely small. And so let's get an example of how small or short something might be. In the 2004 Indonesian earthquake slowed the rotation of the Earth, making the length of a day 0.000000268 seconds shorter. With this number, or write this number in scientific notation. Now, if I remember correctly, this is a true statement. So the natural consequences of the Earth is things like earthquakes, volcanoes, all that actually affect how fast the Earth is revolving, and that determines how long or how short our days are. So this is a great example of how small is this. I mean, think about it, 0.000000268 seconds. And seconds are pretty short. 1, 2, that was about a second. 1, 2, about a second. So it's not taking up much time, or didn't take away much time, but let's try and see maybe a better example of how it was. I'm going to use my red pen here, because if you remember, we're going to try and take this number and turn it in to scientific notation, so we need to move this decimal place because our factor needs to be between 1 and 10. So just like between, it's between the 1 and the 10. But it can equal 1. So this is another way, which you don't have to worry about writing this, but just know how to read this. It's 1. The factor is greater than or equal to 1, but less than 10, or in between 1 and 10, including 1. So I've got to get this number to have a factor that's between 1 and 10. Well, I know none of these zeros are going to make that true. And then I'm going to hit here and I'm going to go boom, and I'm going to ask myself, is 2.68 between 1 and 10? And the answer is going to be yes, so that's where my decimal goes. So that means I'm going to take 2.68, I'm going to copy it down. Then I'm just going to write the times 10. And then I'm going to notice that I moved to the right. That means in order to go back, I'm actually going to have to basically in order to go from scientific, I'm going to have to go this way. So I have to think opposites. I've been building from scientific notation into a standard form and how far that's going to go. That means I actually would have to move over to the left, or a negative number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Now, one trick you can think of, since it's small, it's negative. If it were large, it would be positive, just like our billions example last time. Now, with that stated, we now have our scientific notation. Our final answer would be 2.68 times 10 to the negative 6 seconds. Shorter. Now go ahead and pause the video and copy what is on your screen into your notebook. Now that you're back, anytime you have to rewatch the video for clarity or to remember something, you need to write it down into your notes. Use arrows, circles, shapes, pictures, whatever else you need to, but add it to your notes to make them yours. Last, ladies and gentlemen, when you're learning, it's about understanding the process, not about finding an answer. We'll see you tomorrow.